Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we ended up coming back from the old schoolhouse. It turned evening, so we talked to everybody around campus. We did accept one quest to pick up a couple of flowers from the florist and bring them to the art club for Clara? No, Clara is the club leader. Girls' names, good lord. I will have my eyes scratched out one day because I can't remember one. Oh well. Rean, please slow down! Is that Linde? Linde.
Ooh, I'm so glad I made it in time. I'm sorry to bother you, but there's something I forgot to ask you earlier.
It must have been important if you ran all the way here. What's your question?
Well, it's more of a request than anything. There's another flower I wanted to order. It's called the Grand Rose. It's bright red, so you'll know it when you see it. I only need one, but this should cover it.
A Grand Rose, huh? Okay, no problem. You received Grand Rose money. What the heck is Grand Rose money?
Thank you so very much, Rean. I'll be waiting in the art room.
I'm totally gonna have to go to the gardening club to get a Grand Rose. Looks like she's a bit more forgetful than I thought. Well, I suppose that's fine. I should go get her what she asked for. Alright, let's do that quest before talking to everybody else. Look at you, Rosine. Is that a bell? Hey, Celine. Meow. My, haven't you got lovely fur? Who's your master, I wonder? Don't get too close to it.
Meow.
Good kitty. Well, she's got a ribbon, so she's definitely not a stray. Oh, don't do that.
Meow. Meow.
Does that feel good? You've really got pretty fur. Such a pretty girl. Cat. Actually, are you male or female? I've just been assuming female, but... Ow. I guess I pushed my luck. I don't think she scratched me too deep, but I still should apply some ointment when I get back to the dorm, just in case. I wonder what her name is. It's Celine. She's special.
Welcome, how can I help you this evening?
Someone asked me to pick up an order. Rean mentioned Linde and her Snow Lily order.
Ah, so you're picking it up for her. How nice of you. Just a moment, please. I'll go get it.
Here you go. Received Snow Lilies. Thank you very much. Oh, there's also another one I'd hoped to buy. You wouldn't happen to have any Grand Roses, would you? I'd like one if you do.
You're in luck, we do. To be young and passionate again.
I'm not entirely sure I follow.
I'm sorry. Maybe that was a little rude. Please wait a moment while I go get one for you.
Here you go. Received Grand Rose and handed over Grand Rose money. Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Okay. She was a strange one, wasn't she? Let's back to the art room.
First years get into arguments with their friends all the time. Most of these clashes happen for silly reasons, though. Nobody wants to spend the year on bad terms with their friends, so try to patch things up quickly if that happens to you. This had no connection to the Grand Rose I gave you a second ago. None!
I'm not I'm not in love with her. I'm fairly certain. I mean, you never know, but I don't think so. It's a difficult emotion to get a grasp about, but I don't think this is what's going on here. All right, Lindy, I got you a grand rose. What up?
Oh, Rean, you're back already from the floor. You're already back from the florists?
That I am. I hope these are the right flowers. Handed over the snow lilies.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
And here's the one you asked for. The other one. Grand rose.
This is a grand rose. You can't just give a girl something like this out of nowhere.
I have no idea what you're getting at all. Oh, that other girl was actually Vivi. Oh, that's a nice prank you pulled. That's nice. They look exactly the same. Vivi was standing right in front of the florist thinking of a prank, and awesome. Awesome.
I mean, this flower can only mean... basically, you want to...
Yeah, still not following.
Oh, just shut up and kiss me.
What?
That wasn't me, I swear. But now I see what's going on. I know you're there, Vivi. Get out here. Ah, we were just getting to the good part too.
What the?
Rean, I've always had feelings for you. I'll give it a rest.
It's too funny though. Okay, now I get it.
Sorry, I'll get her to cut it out. Anyway, as I'm certain you've gathered, we are twins. I'm Lindy, the older sister. And I'm the younger, cuter model, Vivi.
That would explain things. But to recap, Lindy did not ask me to buy her a grand rose.
Hehe, yep. That was me pretending to be Lindy. I must have been pretty convincing.
You fooled me at least, but what's the big deal about a grand rose anyway?
It represents passionate romance. So lots of people use it as a way to confess their love to one another. So you can see why I was so taken aback. You've got some splaining to do, young man. How could any boy your age not know about the grand rose?
I suppose I'll let you off this time, though, since your ignorance meant my prank went off without a hitch. Gee, thanks, though I have to admit I'm definitely at fault here.
Oh, Vivi. I'm so sorry, Rean. I think Vivi would explode if she couldn't prank people.
Don't worry about it. I have to say, though, you two really are identical. I can tell you apart when you wear your hair differently, but once that's gone, I've got no idea.
Rean, you lecherous beast. Don't stare at me with that look on your face. I'll be sure she gets a good scolding later. Thank you for all your help, and for putting up with her. Hopefully this will make up for some of the annoyance we caused.
Cozy socks. Oh, I love those. This really isn't necessary.
You're too humble, Rean. If someone offers you something, just hurry up and take it. Speaking of, here you go. A little something special from me as a way to say thanks for all the laughs.
Cooling belt. Well, this is awkward.
I really can't apologize enough. Catch you later then.
A rose by any other name completed.
Lindy's paintings are good, but I feel like there's something missing. Passion, maybe? Ah, Vivi keeps distracting me.
Hot socks, no cozy socks. Arts plus 10 prevents burning. Strength plus 10 prevents freeze. Socks that keep your feet warm and toasty. A belt that cools the body when worn. These are so weird. What belt cools the body and what socks keep you from freezing? I mean, the socks I get, kind of. You guys want socks? Prevent seal was nice. Prevents confusion was really good as well. But, it's hard. You can never really foretell what an enemy is going to do in terms of stat debuffs, and those immunity accessories are extremely valuable if you know how to use them. Prevents blind. Speed up and defense up. Sitting Mishi. Let's give you a strength up here instead. 2 speed aren't that good, but 10 strength are. Prevent sealing. Evasion up. That's fine. Ugh. Rean. Rean. Seriously. Seriously. That was a little close for comfort. Fee has a bonding event this evening, but we're not doing that just yet. I do plan on doing that with Fee. We could also do it with Juices, but you know, I'm just not ready for that for the male-to-male bonding time. I almost said something I didn't want to, and it would have come out wrong, but it's not like I'm not tolerant, but that's okay. Let's just get this done. Man, money's tight these days. Eating out at Kirsch's every day is a real drain on your wallet. Maybe I should try cooking for myself. Money is tight, I bet. Oh, monk material, huh? I can't wait for Abend time tonight. I guess I'm not the only one either. It seems like it's gotten pretty popular lately. It's probably because Misty has such a nice voice. I get so excited that I find myself counting down the seconds before it starts. I'm really looking forward to hearing Misty's voice tonight. I get so excited that I find myself counting down the seconds before it starts. After thinking long and hard about it, I've decided to help the student council instead of joining a club. President Toa is always helping us out, so this is my way of repaying the favor. I'd like to help alleviate her workload, even if it's just a little. Oh, misclick. It's very easy to misclick that shoulder button if you've got a big old fat finger on it. Well, that was odd. Master Patrick returned home a moment ago in uncharacteristically high spirits. I wonder what happened. Aw, he beat that poor man at fencing so badly. Master Patrick seems to be in rather high spirits today. I can't imagine what could have happened. Where is he? There you are. Ooh, Ferris. I was feeling rather confident in my sprint time, but Eliza beat me quite handily. No, that cannot be right. She has far less experience than I do. How could she have won? She cheated somehow. She must have cheated like the commoner she is. I don't think it's possible to cheat in a simple sprint. Eliza has far less experience than I do. How could she have won? Things will be quite different next time, I assure you. Oh, Celestin, how I wish you were there to see it! I cut quite the gallant figure as I struck down that lower class student. How wonderful to hear that. To hear that you had another fruitful day at the academy. On a related note, might I ask if you've made any friends yet? And remember, lapdogs don't count. That's none of your business! And don't treat me like a child! Now, there's no need to rush, Master Patrick. The path to new true friends is a slow and steady one. Don't treat me like a child! Your witty little remarks are anything but appreciated, Celestin. The heir to one of the 4 great houses has no need for friends. It's impossible to befriend those whose standards are so inferior to my own. A dog is not a friend to its fleas. Bleh. Can't stand that guy. But he does have a tough life. No friends, man. That's almost as bad as me. Ha! Make fun of yourself all the time, Eric. Please do.
keeps the people from looking at how unfortunate you're. I've been left in charge of cleaning the entrance path today. Wearing this makes it much easier to focus on work. It reminds me that Idios is always watching me, which in turn makes me want to work to the best of my ability. I have to say that I do enjoy this feeling of being able to devote myself entirely to my duties. Rosine's working as hard as ever today. I have learned that she's much shyer than she would appear, though. Her vehement refusal and blushing when I offered to assist her with changing into her garments was rather cute. She almost feels like a younger sister in a way. There's so much for me to teach her from here on out.
Are you aware of the performance that takes place here every August? Thors Wind Orchestra has been performing here in this church for years now. One could say that these performances have become a summer staple here in Trista. I'm sure the Wind Orchestra is practicing for this year's performance as we speak. I, for one, am looking forward to what they have in store for us this year.
You two, huh? Man, the sunsets here are never short of spectacular. I'm thinking I might just stay right here and fish until the crack of dawn. How about it, Rean? Care to join me? I think I might have to pass. I don't have enough ground bait for that. Well, that's a bummer. But it's your loss. You wouldn't believe the size of the fish you can catch here at 4 a.m. Oh boy. Fishing at 4 a.m. You might be crazy enough to do something like that. Ah, fishies! There's so many! Well, they are a lot easier to catch when the weather warms up. You want one? They grill up pretty nice. There's so many fishies! You make it sound cute, but that's an empty bucket. I mean, you're just... If you actually looked inside, you would see that there's an empty bucket. Kenneth has you wrapped around his little finger like no one else. Little girls these days. I can't believe I honestly apologized to him. I had to meet Emal's teacher to see to. I can't do multiple things at once. Ah, how easy life must be for someone who just waddles off to work and comes back expecting everything to be done for him. Does he even realize just how much I go through to keep things nice around here? No. I'm going over what you taught me today. It's even harder to study when Dad is so loud, too. He does this every time he comes home. The last thing I want is to turn into someone like my dad when I'm older. Where is your dad? Oh, there he is.
First, I'll deal with complaints about getting home too late all the time. Then when I do come home early, my dinner isn't even ready for me. I can't believe I married this woman. I shouldn't have even bothered coming home earlier.
What a shitbag. You are very, very mean. Do you know Mick from the pawn shop? He's the only one who never shows up at our gatherings, so no one knows much about him. I have heard that he used to be a writer, though. You really have to wonder about that guy. He told me that writing wasn't his main job either, back when I asked him about it. I really have to wonder about that guy.
Van Dyck served as a general in the Imperial Army until around 10 years ago. They say he had such a powerful presence that his enemies could feel their doom approaching from Selge away. He's a shining example of a living legend, I would say.
The fact that he remains in peak condition even now is testament to that. On top of being in such good health for his age, Van Dyck is said to be an excellent teacher. One would expect no less from a legend like him.
Oh, Rudy and nope. At least I remembered one name.
Oh well, guess I'll have some. Actually, Sis might get mad if I eat sweets this late. Oh well, guess I'll have some.
Okay, of course.
Come on, Tidesel, look at all these sweets. I got them by beating Crow at Blade. Aren't I amazing? Yes, you're so amazing, Kay. Seriously, why can't you get that excited over something practical? I can't get a rise out of this girl. And here I was, ready to give you some if you asked nicely. Guess I'll just have to eat them all now, huh? Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, cold shoulder. She's trying hard. So, how goes the midterm studying? You might want to get started now if you haven't already. Sounds weird coming from me. Studying was the last thing you'd catch me doing when I was your age. I might not have been the smartest kid back in the day, but sometimes I wish I'd tried a bit harder. It's too late for me now, though, so let me give you a little tip. Get your heads in the books while you still can. Pretty good advice. Pretty good advice. Fred. Today's raises had me... Oh, never mind. That's not his voice. What did I give him? Today's raises had me raking in the Mira. Dolly wasn't too happy about it, though. She started scolding me about how I should feel shamed by making money by gambling. Then she made me treat all the customers to a free cup of coffee. There go those winnings. Geez, Dolly sure can be uptight.
The noble and reformist factions have been squabbling an awful lot lately. Seeing people from the same country to fight amongst themselves like children just fills me with sorrow. Nothing ever comes from these conflicts, but the common people always get caught in the crossfire. What does Emperor Eugent make of this state of affairs, I wonder? It's always a struggle to bring myself to read the Imperial Chronicle these days. Nothing but squabbles and disagreements. We common people have always been the ones to suffer most from conflict ever since the War of the Lions. That old schoolhouse really is a mystery. Who would have thought an elevator would just appear out of nowhere? It's been exactly the same for years.
That was a surprise. We're just lucky we had Eliza and Laura to help us out. On the plus side, it gave us a chance to use our combat links. They are a nice reminder of how much more we can achieve by working together. Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we can get everyone together next month too. There's no way we're going to get any further in these investigations on our own.
Definitely. All I want to do right now though is go back to the dorms and get a shower.
Same here. Again, thanks for the help. Take it easy when you get back. By the way, taking a shower is gonna be rough because you guys don't have a shower. I mean, there's not even a bathroom in the dorm.
Seems like investigating the old schoolhouse is gonna be a regular thing for us. I guess it's all part of the package when you join Class 7. We'd better get used to it. Seems like investigating that old schoolhouse is gonna be something we have to get used to.
What kind of guiding force do you think is behind that the strange happenings in the old schoolhouse? There's truly a mysterious wind surrounding it. A guiding force in form of a black cat called Celine.
So Patrick thinks that practicing the basics is a bore, does he?
He just doesn't get it. That damn attitude of his pisses me off too. Does he honestly think he's so much better than anyone else?
Oh, I'm sure he'll get his comeuppance soon enough. Just like you did last year.
God, don't remind me. I figured Patrick would be the only one I'd need to keep an eye on, but Alan's acting a bit off too. Hope he's not beating himself up just cause he lost.
Loggins ended up causing trouble last year by saying the same sorts of things. I'm sure Patrick will realize the error of his ways soon enough, just like you did.
Stop trying to embarrass me by bringing that stuff up. Yeah, here, man. You got another thing coming. Polly, nice scolding there. I don't approve of horse racing either.
The amount of work TloH gets done as the student council president is really staggering, isn't it? Sometimes I find myself wondering how someone so young can accomplish so much. Then, I remember that her height doesn't match her age. It's just so hard to believe that she's really 18. TloH's even helped us with the cafe. Reliable things come in small packages.
Do they, though? I don't think so. By the way, hint hint, if someone tells you a girl is 18, that doesn't make her 18. The highway's beyond here, I should stay away from it for now.
Misty's actually quite the troublemaker, believe it or not. She likes to play off of her tardiness by feigning innocence. I think she likes keeping the director just at his wit's end. I think I've seen more wrinkles in the director's face of late. Maybe it's just my imagination.
Where are you, Misty? I tell you every time, don't miss the pre-show meeting. And every time, you agree. When is it gonna stick? Oh, we just gonna have to go right ahead without a proper planning tonight. I can't believe that troublemaker's just ditching our pre-show meeting like it's nothing. I can't let this get me down, though. This is the most important time for the show, so I need to stay strong. Misty. We haven't been in Lesage, have we? No, we haven't. No one buying... Ah, never mind. Ha! The best! Colette, Becky, and Melinda, yes.
They've got a 20% off sale on their hottest brands. My purse is opening on its own.
Nice.
Well, aren't you the lucky wee girl? You're our 77th customer this month. Now you get a wee 20% discount if you buy 3 items, but only if you do it now. Really? Well, I can't pass up an opportunity like this. Which one should I choose? Decisions.
So, you only get that discount if you buy 3 things, and they only have 3 things, so... It's a tough sell.
Sorry, mate. I'm busy with this customer for now. If you want to buy something, go talk to Julia.
Oh, no, that was the wrong pronunciation.
Sorry, mate. I'm busy with a customer.
Okay, I'm not just gonna... I've probably heard an Australian talk like 3 times.
We'll be taking orders for summer uniforms before long now. Your regular uniforms are designed to be suitable for all seasons as it is, however. You're free to wear whichever you prefer. Students are allowed to wear our specially designed summer uniforms if they wish to. We'll soon be taking orders for said uniforms, so don't be shy about asking for one.
What do you mean soon? Pawn shop micked. Oh boy. Do you have any idea how much of a nightmare it is to get my hands on these bullets of yours? I lost today's race to get these things for you, you know?
Ah, don't worry. I'm just your horse. I'm sure your horse would have lost just as badly if you were at the track cheering it on. Ah, yeah. Have you heard anything about how that thing on Crossbell ended up?
Yep, sounds like it was taken care of by that police division I told you about.
So the instructor uses this shop too. I wonder what they're talking about.
There was an incident in Crossbell where a lot of people rose up in a you know, what's the word? In a protest, so to speak. Was it? We read about that in the newspaper. There was something going on, and apparently they did something against it.
I'll look into whatever's going on the old schoolhouse too. Just head back to the dorms and get some well-deserved rest.
You have a pistol and a sword, don't you, Sarah? And it uses special bullets, doesn't it? What do you want? I'm busy. I'm not a mind reader. Spit it out. I still don't want any of this. Okay, I want these. Definitely want these. Now, these aren't happening. Do 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 do. Oh man, that plus 250 health TR is actually pretty. It's looking good. I'm using one TR and it's normal one. If I had taken a closer look at this one, I probably would have bought another TR. Oh well. You don't have any double sparkles though. Your curios are just these food items that no sane person can afford. Also, since I fish so much, I've got an abundance of chitness shells. And because it's a very common drop. How was your guys' day off?
What should I make for dinner tonight? Harrison loves all my cooking, so I'm never sure what to make when he's home. In this house, I'm in charge of the kitchen. Harrison's always glad to help out with whatever he can, with whatever I ask, though.
I make it a point to help out around the house on my days off. At first I needed Tana to tell me exactly what to do for every chore, but I got pretty good at them before long. It really made me appreciate how hard she works here at home. And with that, we better get started on dinner. What should we make for tonight? Kurt? No, it's not Kurt, is it? Is it Kurt? You're Kurt.
Mommy always gets excited when Daddy's off work and makes lots of food. That means we get to eat a whole bunch. Dinner's gonna be so tasty. Mommy always gets excited when Daddy's off work, makes a lot of food. Means we get a whole bunch.
You lucky little booger. I just called their kid a booger. It probably wouldn't have liked for me to do that. Okay, there's one more bonding event to do, and we're gonna bond with Fee. We're not gonna do it in this episode. I am going to walk over there, though. I am going to quickly run over there. We were everywhere, right? Yeah, it was here, 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 here. I did plenty of that. We didn't see the weird black-haired girl that we once met at the top of the schoolhouse building. But then again, there's plenty of people we oftentimes don't see. Or we rarely see is what I wanted to say by that. But, oh well, for the moment, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Toodles!